The man who killed President Abraham Lincoln's assassin later moved to Topeka, where he was committed to a mental institution. This is Tim Rencher, the history guy for CJ Online, talking about a hat maker named Boston Corbett, whose real name was Thomas Corbett. Historians think that the fumes of mercury he used to make hats caused Corbett to develop mental problems and become a Mad Hatter. Corbett assumed the first name of Boston because that's the city where he was converted to Christianity. He quickly became a religious zealot. In 1858, Corbett castrated himself with scissors to avoid the temptation of prostitutes. Corbett was among Union soldiers sent to track down John Wilkes Booth after the famous actor shot and killed President Lincoln in 1865. The soldiers trapped Booth and an accomplice in a barn. The accomplice surrendered, but Booth stayed in the barn as the soldiers set it afire. Corbett saw Booth through a large crack in the wall and fired a single shot that killed him. Corbett moved in 1878 to Kansas, where he lived in a dugout in the north-central part of the state. He later moved to Topeka after the Kansas House elected him as its third assistant doorkeeper. But in 1887, Corbett was committed to a Topeka mental institution after he used a revolver to threaten several men inside the State House. One report said Corbett pulled the gun after the House's opening prayer was mocked. Another said he thought the men were trying to get him fired. But Corbett escaped the following year from a mental institution near Southwest 6th and McVicker Avenue. While out walking with other inmates, he approached a visitor's horse that was hitched to a fence, got on the horse, and rode off into history. Corbett's fate after that remains unclear. Some think he was among hundreds who died in a massive fire in 1894 at Hinckley, Minnesota. But there's no way to be sure. This is Tim Rencher, the history guy, for CJ Online.